Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church on this wonderful St. Valentine's Day. Our reader this morning will be Phil Shaw, and our mediumship will be given by Rose Anderson, and Jackie and I will be saying a few words later throughout the service today. I bid you a warm and loving welcome to our church if you're here for the very first time virtually, and we are looking forward to the future when we can open up with allowing people socially distant within the church in the near future. I just want to share a few words at the moment with you all. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude or self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps a record of no wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always preserves. We truly need to look from a spiritual aspect of love today. It's this wonderful day of St. Valentine's Day, and I've read up a little bit on St. Valentine today, and he was an early 3rd century, I think, saint, who became a bishop or a priest or bishop in the Roman Church. But when the Roman emperor decided that the soldiers couldn't marry or couldn't be with women or men possibly, he decided that to ban all women following, as they used to be called, camp followers. And the bishop spoke out for him, and he was executed for that. He's also a patron saint for people who suffer with epilepsy. So there's a couple of people that I know have epilepsy. I don't know if they knew that, but St. Valentine's your guide. So have a great day today with us. We've got many different things going on. I would ask Rose to open our meeting with prayer.
Thank you. Divine Spirit, Father God, as we open up our service, we ask that all our guides and friends and our loved ones from Spirit join us on this day where we celebrate love in all forms. We ask that each and every person is filled with love and light and healing, and that everybody takes something really good home from the reading. And I ask that as your inspirers and mediums, that we are all refilled and refreshed and uplifted, and that as we receive we give, and as we give we receive back, and so the circle is ever complete. And now, as always, I leave this service in your care and keeping, knowing that all will be well. Amen.
Thank you, Rose, and good morning to everyone. And before we go into the healing moments, I want to wish Joe a happy birthday for today, and Daphne for next week, and Barbara for next week. So we'll have lots of cakes at church when we can finally all meet in real time, in a real place, rather than by using this wonderful virtual link. Now, we have our list of names that I took from Wednesday's meeting, our friendship club. And I also have a few more names here, but I also want us to think of all of those that are out in the world working, the frontline staff, those that are busy vaccinating others today, those that are doing tests, those that are keeping us with heating and lighting, you know, our fire service, our police service, certainly our hospitals, and all the love that we have for one another and for the world at large. And so I want you to be able to link, and I want, instead of us creating a circle, as I do with some healing moments, to imagine just one individual, whether or not they're physically here on this world, but you can't give them a hug. I want you to imagine someone that you want to give a hug, and I just want you to put your arms out, literally, and give them a virtual hug. And then if each one of us do that, and that love that we send to that individual, and those where we know that we can't see because they're unwell, and we think of our dear friend Nick that's in hospital and is not well at this time, that we need to send prayers for a quick recovery, and for a gentleman called Steve Price, and for a person called Max, the road accident in Texas where there was a 100-car pile-up and that there were several fatalities. For Bernie and Lewis, for Dave and Elsie, for Rayan, for Millie and family, for Amber and Jill, for Owen Kelly and Steve, Pooja and family, That's the lady that had to have her baby early and had 1 or 2 problems. Hopefully she's recovering well with baby. For Rachel. And so for all of those that you know that need healing at this time, just feel the embrace of that bear hug that you can give someone. I know that they can feel that. Our loved ones that we know, you know, of all of those couples where one of you is in the spirit world. You know, we've put up our hearts today for Valentine's Day, but our hearts go out to all of you that are separated from your soulmate, from your loved one, and know that they are with you. Feel their energy around as we feel that wonderful energy of healing. Now open up from that bear hug and surround with a great big hug and hug the whole world. And put that beautiful love that we have today as a day of eternal love for all of us, for all man and womankind, for the animal kingdom, for Mother Earth. And just feel that energy, feel that electricity in your fingers going up to your head and down to your toes. Feel that wonderful energy. Every bit of energy and positive love that you can give out to the world, give out to individuals, makes a difference. We are that power block when we unite together. So feel that love and know that you are loved. Know that you are never alone, that spirit is always around you. And just feel that wonderful hug. For those that... Sorry, Richard? Okay, most certainly. Could they hear your voice, Richard, or do you need me to repeat it? Okay, so for Pamela Rogers and who else, Richard? And Sandra Smith. We also send out thoughts of love and healing for these individuals that at this time need our healing and our love. Surround them with a comfort blanket of love and know that the healing angels will be there working as we have requested them to do so. Amen. And my love to all of you at this time and all of you that have memories at this time. Thank you. Okay, now if we can all say the grant me the serenity that we've been doing recently. So God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And then I just want to mention, we can't go around with a collection plate when we're working virtually. So therefore, if any of you are able to, you know, go onto the PayPal, at the PayPal me at LAD Proms, and sorry, Ray, you said something? Look at the camera. Okay. And for those of you that have now set up direct debits, we thank you for that, because we still have many bills to pay and much maintenance that always is in need. And just want to say a few hellos to people as well at this time. So we really appreciate and know, and it's this time where we know, even if we can't see our fellow church person that we're used to seeing on a Sunday, then we know that they're here. So Dawn, lovely to give you a virtual hug, and the hugs to Kerry, Satchel, and to everyone. So it's lovely. Look forward to when we see you. And to Helen, he's saying good morning to us. Thank you, Helen, for being part of us. And Michael Mitchell, good morning, everyone. Good morning to all of you. Alwyn, good morning. It's lovely to know that you're with us. And George, good morning, George. Look forward to when we can see you physically once more. But it's just knowing that we're all together at this moment, all sharing this service together with our regulars and keeping it together. And June, Babs is listening too. So good morning, Babs, and I say a happy birthday for you for next week. Leslie's with us this morning, so good morning, Les. Nice that you're with us. Stacey Shaw, and saying good morning to Richie, Rosie, Phil, Ray, Jackie, Ashley, and everyone at Wimbledon. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Thank you, Stacey. And Pamela Rogers is saying hello to us all as well, and everyone happy Valentine's Day. And Ivy May, Ivy May, good morning to you and welcome as part of our church family. And Benny, good morning. Welcome to our church service. For those that are our regulars have been joining us for this last year, you're very most welcome and you are part of our family. And for anyone new that has found us for the first time, you're most welcome. Christine Lacey, good morning. So we have a motto at our church that you might enter as strangers, but you leave as friends. So therefore, you know, we welcome you into our friendship. Angel Moon is giving a bear hug to all that need it today. So thank you, Angel, for being part of that lovely bear hug that I wanted us to all embrace this morning. And Sarah Matthews, good morning to you. So it's lovely to know. Thank you. That's the few that we've got at this moment that we can get round to, because it's now my pleasure to ask for the reading, and the reading this morning is being done by Phil Shaw. So thank you very much, Phil, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Jackie. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm reading Shakespeare's Sonnet 18, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair some time declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.
Thank you, Phil. That's wonderful. That's a special poem for Jackie and I, sonnet. Jackie and I used to go up when we, in our early days of courting, go up to Clapham Common and have a picnic on a Sunday afternoon. And as I laid there on the grass at the Common, she would recite that to me. So that's always had a special, deep meaning to us. So thank you. We both looked at each other across the church, gooey-eyed. So thank you, Phil. Thank you very much indeed. We're now going to come to that part of the service where we demonstrate the gifts of mediumship. If Rose should speak to you, don't forget there's a few seconds delay, but please answer clearly, yes or no. And if you're saying yes to what Rose is saying, try and explain what you're saying yes to. Just don't say yes. Rose really doesn't need feeding as it's such, but she likes to know, as we all do on a Sunday, where the medium is actually with and going to. So please be with us and bear with us. And as we hand over to Rose, who will now demonstrate her gifts of mediumship. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Phil, for that. That's lovely. I'm another lover of that poem. Right, well, the first thing I've got here, I have to say I was brushing my teeth this morning and I had a gentleman behind me singing I Belong to Glasgow, and, you know, at 10 o'clock in the morning, you know, that sort of shook me a little bit. So I'm not going to assume I have somebody from Scotland, but I heard very much a Scottish accent. And I do believe that the gentleman would have come from Glasgow. Now, I'm sure that there's a few of you out there that have Scottish connections or come from Scotland. Good morning, Sally. But I do believe that this gentleman would be known, and he would have been known for singing this song, especially on a Saturday night, perhaps after he'd been to the pub and had a couple. And I feel he may have come from Glasgow, but I get the feeling that I'm more in between Glasgow and Edinburgh, because it's not a hard Glaswegian accent. And I get the feeling that he's when he was a very lively man. He loved life. You know, I'm not going to say he liked to drink, but he more liked the social aspect. He was a great socializer. And I get the feeling that I'm very nervous as I'm talking here as well. People didn't always understand him. I think as much as he liked a social time, he also had quite a nervous side to him as well. And I do feel very strongly that people often got the wrong, you know, that they didn't really know him properly, or they didn't see that side of him. He tells me that he had a very short illness. I can see him, and he's struck. It's almost as if he's been struck down. I feel as if he would have either have had a stroke or something, but he didn't die instantly, but he died a short time after. Do I have any takers? And I feel really nervous. It's like I can't get my words out, but this could. Hello, Siri. Yeah. Yeah, yes, I can. There is a bit of them cut out, but you need to come to the left a little bit. That's it. Christine, my dad used to sing that to me. Can you understand the link to Scotland, Christine? You know, because he sang it doesn't necessarily mean that he was Scottish, although I would have thought so. But this gentleman definitely, you know, he is Scottish, even if he moved down to England later. Or could be my late partner. Okay, I'll see what more I can get for him. Definitely, I can see him, and I can see him in this sick bed. And I have to be truthful. He would not have wanted to stay the way he was, because I feel whatever this was that struck him down, it was a very quick, short illness. I mean, I'm saying a stroke. Whatever it was, you know, he died shortly afterwards, your partner. All right then, darling, thank you. He was a lovely, lovely man, and I do feel he always tried to make people welcome, you know, that real old-fashioned, you know, after the pub, you know, there might be a few, you know, like a little crowd go back to the house for a few drinks. It was never rowdy, it never got out of control. As much as he enjoyed a convivial time, he wasn't nasty with it or horrible with it. I think he just used to, you know, like get a bit silly. And as I said, I could hear him singing that song to me. And I do feel that for some reason he wants to come around you at the moment. My dad and partner moved to England. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. I feel as if possibly both of them, but definitely the gentleman that I picked up wanted to be around you today. I don't know how long they've been gone or how long your partner's been gone. It may have been quite some time ago, but I just feel as if, you know, that they want to come round you today. And obviously this is a very poignant day when you've lost somebody, you know, like when you've lost a partner, or when you've lost anybody you know, that you love. And I feel that it's not because you're alone or lonely. You have family or you have close friends around you, but we can be lonely in a crowd. All right, we can be very, very lonely. We can be with people we love and still feel very alone. Being alone isn't always being lonely, and being lonely isn't always being alone. But I feel at this moment you're feeling very alone for some reason, and that may not be that you don't have people around you that care or love you. I feel they do, but I feel that for some reason you're really, really missing everybody. Not for just the obvious reason today is Valentine's Day, but I also feel that there's things that you're trying to sort out. There's things that you're trying to deal with. This may be to do with your partner. But I get the feeling there's other things as well. There's either paperwork, and it's like I just want to bury my head in the sand. Yeah, I didn't feel it was recent, but you know, you may have another partner, you may have moved on, I don't know, but for some reason I feel like you're alone at the moment, or you're feeling lonely. Now I'm seeing lots of paperwork. He's showing me lots of paperwork and different things that you've got to sort out, and it's as if you've got to sort. You don't know where to turn at the moment, because he said, you know, ask for help. You know, like you need some help. I feel if you're the one that people normally turn to, you're the one that people normally ask, and when it's funny, isn't it? I can do that. If it's for somebody else, I can, you know, fill in forms, I can do whatever. But, you know, when it's ourselves, you know, we sort of fall to pieces, don't we? I just feel that whatever things you've got to deal with, it's not wrong to ask for some help sometimes. Are you thinking of moving? Oh, at times I live alone, missing my people. Yeah. Are you thinking of moving? Because he's showing me packing boxes, and he's showing me, you know, you being very unsettled. So I get the feeling that you're either thinking of it, or you've just about to move, or you've just moved, because a move is very much around you. It may be that you're unsure about moving. All I know is that, you know, he is around you. And your dad is around you as well, because I heard another softer voice say, don't forget about me, don't forget about me. Yeah, I felt so. Yeah, thank you for telling me that. Yeah, I could see this paperwork in front of you, and they were telling me that, you know, you really don't know where to start. I obviously, we're in you know, a public arena, so, you know, I don't want to go into it too much, but I feel that there is help, that there is somebody, or it's not wrong to ask for help. Please do, please do, because, you know, it's not weakness. Sometimes we just need somebody to just say, do you know what, that'll take me 5 minutes to sort out. I mean, that may be a little bit quick, but you get the gist of what I mean. I want to say that when this is done, if you get this sorted out, it is going to really improve your life, or it's really going to help your life quite a lot, because whatever it is going to sort something out, and you need it. You need to do this. Right, okay. Right, I just thought I saw spirit there. It was Jackie moving across the picture. I thought, hello. Sorry, Dane, sorry. Can I just also give you a message from your gran as well, your nan? And there seems to be several different accents going on here. They're all Scottish, but some are a little bit more clipped than the other. And this lady has come in, and she's a tiny little lady, and she's got the most gorgeous skin. I know that she was not a young lady. She lived to a fair age, but she's got what I call Celtic skin. It's really lovely, and she's got a really naughty smile, I want to say, and even though she was an old lady, I feel she was very young inside, and that shone out of her. And she said, it's, you know, being young is not about your age. Sometimes, and I know exactly how she feels, sometimes I feel 100. When I'm out with my friends, I'm 15, you know, but it's all about your perspective. And she had that youthfulness inside. She was always young at heart, and I do not mean mutton dressed as lamb. She was just young inside. And I feel she wants to bring that to you. I feel she wants to, you know, she said at the moment you're feeling tired and alone. Yeah, I need to sort it all out. I've been putting it off. Yeah. And she's just said that times are going to change for you. She said there is, you know, a lot ahead for you. She said, you know, I'm going to quote a lot of mediums, and I usually get quite upset when they say this. You know we're not here to fortune tell, but they do want to give you a little bit of hope for the future. Oh, it's your mum. She's in spirit. Whoever is talking to me, right? Okay, because I was going to say whoever's talking to me is in spirit. Yeah. Okay, because otherwise I'm very clever. I'm, you know, well, I'm good, but not that good. Right, okay. And I've got a very old-fashioned name here. I know it, I think it is a Scottish name, Morag. And I don't know why, and someone's laughing. So I don't know if that was somebody's name and they didn't like it, or it was a nickname. Yeah, right, okay. Because they're just giving me that, and I don't like it when they give me peculiar names if they're not recognised. I feel that is relevant. Can I just leave that with you, because they want to give you that hope. All right, they want you to feel that there is, you know, like a lot in the future for you. There is a new beginning for you. I normally feel 25, but I do feel tired. Oh, bless you, darling. I know exactly how you feel. Well, not exactly, but I do comprehend. Okay. I don't know whether you are new to this, or whether you know, you are, you know, like you've been in the spiritual movement for a while. Yes, you are new. But I want to say that you've been searching. Although I feel you're new, you have an understanding. You may be new to spiritualism, or, you know, being with other like-minded people, but you have an understanding, because I feel that you're very intuitive or psychic yourself. This may have been passed through your family, and it may just be something natural to you, because I feel that you're going to find that what you choose is up to you, but you may, spirit have a lovely way of drawing us in, and you may find that, you know, your journey, you know, takes you to places that you can't imagine. I don't know whether that's mediumship or what it is, but I do know that, oh, bless you, I do know that there is a wonderful future in front of you. Okay. And I'm going to say, bless you, darling. All right. Thank you so much, Rose. Oh, bless you. Yeah, they're here. They love you, and they're always with you. And before I leave you, I thought it was a dog at first, but it's a cat. It's a cat with a very fluffy tail, just sitting here. And I feel it's a very well brushed cat, isn't it? I do feel it's around you. Okay, darling. I'm going to leave you now. Right. What have I got with me? Gosh, I feel tired. It's not me. I've got somebody here. I've got a gentleman again. Now I couldn't get through them all. I've got to explain now, haven't I? Although, having said that, that remark is probably live. Yes, no, Julie, I haven't got through all of them yet. You know, I wouldn't have had time before I had to come on air. Right, I have a gentleman here with me. I can see your dad laughing as well. But Okay. He's blocking out my man. Because this man thinks it's funny as well. I have a gentleman here with me, and I feel he was poorly for quite some time. He's quite a tall man, quite a gaunt, sort of a thin, very strong face though. Prominent cheekbones and a very prominent, what I call a hawkish face. And I feel he would have been a very vital man, and he was, as I said, quite tall. But he's shrunk and he's stooped over. He was very poorly for quite some time. And I'm feeling around my lung area. I feel as if he would have either have had emphysema or a very bad lung condition, it possibly even lung cancer. But he was very poorly before he died. And I'm also getting the name Brian as well. Now, I don't know if that's his name or that's something separate. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Christine. Mr. Your cat. Thank you. Can somebody take this gentleman? Like, as I said, I feel, when he was younger, he would have been quite a very tall man, and he would have been angular, what I call an angular build. No replies yet. Right, okay. Fortify me. Okay. Lenka. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Yeah. Poorly for a long time. Yes, all different illnesses. Well, but definitely I'm feeling around the chest area. So as I said, he may have had lung cancer or it may have been a long time bronchial. Brian not, but Bridget. All right. Okay, I'll be cheeky and accept that. Because I'm assuming that he's got an accent. He lost lots of weight. No, I would have recognised Robin, Shirley. No, I would have known if it was Robin. And this man's a lot taller. Yeah, thank you very much, Lenka. Definitely, I feel that I didn't necessarily feel the accent with him. Yeah, right, thank you very much. Thank you. I didn't necessarily hear the accent with him, but it may have been the way I heard the pronunciation. Right. And I feel that he was gasping, like at the end, and he said he was so tired. It's like I feel every part of me is just worn out, really, really worn out. And his eyes, I know I said he was a very vital man. He was tall. He was a presence you would have seen, but his eyes, even when he shrunk and he became very ill, and his words, not mine, became less than he used to be, I think his eyes still had that spark. Beautiful eyes. Oh, okay. Dad had lung cancer and have cousin Brian. Okay, Phil. Well, listen to me. My father, whose son my brother is Brian. Right. Right, Anthony and Phil, does the description fit? Because this man is a definite, yeah, he has been there for a long time. He was so tired, yes. Okay. Because I was yeah, very vital man in his years. Thank you very much, Lenka. Yeah, I feel even as an older, an older man, even as a very sick man, even then you would have, his eyes would have drawn you in because they were lovely. And I feel, in his youth, like when he was young, when he was well, he was a very attractive man. And I don't know that he was that old when he died, but he looked it and he felt it. I certainly feel he wasn't an old man when he died, definitely. Now, he's around you quite a lot at the moment, Lenka, because you've either got decisions you've got to make. I know that we're all everything is online. We're all getting things online, and the online businesses have never been booming so much. But I can see you either returning something or you're sealing up a box to send somewhere. So you're either sending a parcel somewhere or sending sending something back. Right, okay. Now I saw Anthony just made a comment. What you said feels right, and it was so hard, and he just wanted to go. Okay, can you understand the description though, Anthony? Description, fits, and laboured breathing. Okay, oh, we got one of them, have we? Oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay. Well, give me something so I know who you're with. Oh, apparently you could only see his eyes. The rest was very thin. All right. Yeah. Okay. I knew he. Oh, 65, my age. I knew he passed. Like not old. And 65 isn't old. Work focus he has been helping with. Thank you very much. I'm not saying that you do packing for a living or anything. I do actually feel I'm with Lenka. Okay. Okie doke. My spray all is getting packaged. Description fits. Okay, Anthony. Well, just listen, all of you, and I'll carry on, because I want to get some definite proof that it is with one person. Now, right. Tell me a bit more. As he walks in, I can see him as he was in, like when he was well and fit, and he seems to have big dogs with him. I would have said they look like greyhounds or lurchers or something like that. Or that type of an animal, that type of a dog. All is coming together in different packages. He's around me and I channel via him. Okay, can you understand the dogs with him? They look like he's going across a moorland. Now, I'm not going to assume this was in another country. This could be England, I don't know, but definitely I can see him, and I have these tall dogs with him. Can you understand that? Because I'm asking him for something that will definitely be with, not sure about dog, but cats. No, I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can't change a dog into a cat, Lenka. And this would be a big cat, because it's it's a dog with very long legs. I almost feel like as I said, like a lurcher or a Irish wolf. Is that sort of shape dog? Okay, fair enough. Did he live in the country? It's quite possible. Is there somebody else that would have you? You were with me. We have poodles, big poodles. I'm assuming, Anthony. I'm assuming they are the the standard poodles, the big ones. Didn't look like a poodle to me. I've got to be honest. I'd really love to. I get leg sensation when I get a learning. I'm not sure what that's got to do with dogs, Lenka. There are two, if possible. The packaging makes sense to me. Okay, let me see what else I get with these dogs. Countryside, yeah, because this is like moorland. Makes me think of Dartmoor, but I shouldn't assume, but I I'm going to say that he probably lived in another country, but definitely it was sort of very wild country, almost, you know what makes me think of these dogs is like somebody that would have gone rabbiting or, hunting. So I may have two different, no, not big or small. Anthony, I don't feel that's right. I'm not going to say it is because I'm really not feeling that. And not only that, poodles, big or small, are quite a definite animal. It's an animal that I would recognise. Right, okay. The message that is around you at the moment, Lenka, is that they are aware of everything that's going on around you. You've been asking, I know you said that you channel them and everything, but you have been asking for an answer to something. I'm not going to cheat and say sometimes there isn't a right or wrong answer, although that's often the truth. The neighbours had the dog. Thank you. Thank you very much. I knew the dog was relevant, and it is the dog that I described. It's not a small dog. This is a dog with very long legs, and I feel it's either somebody, I'm not saying they did a bit of poaching, but they may have gone out and, like caught wild, like rabbits or something like that, They're saying that they've been around you quite a lot, all right? And they know that you've been asking. It's almost like you want to know if you should do something or not. And they said that, you have free will in the matter. Advice is a dangerous gift. Let's put it this way, it wouldn't be the wrong thing. Shape it. Sorry. It would have been a big German Shepherd if it was. And it wasn't one with a very thick coat either. That's how I knew it wasn't a poodle. Yeah, very big hunting dog. Thank you. Yeah. Can I just say, listen to your heart. The only right answer is the one that's in here. And I feel that this point in your life, there is, it's almost as if you're at a crossroads, you're at a divide now. And I feel that you've come to a point where you're free to choose. And again, I'm seeing, I know I said about the packaging, but I'm seeing a choice of whether to stay or go. Now, this may be to do with work. It may be to do with a lot of different things, but you need to listen to your heart and what is right for you. And ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. One way or another, there is a new beginning because a door is closing behind you. But I get the feeling that door needs to close. It's needed to close for a while, and it's now closing. Just embrace it. I know it's hard because even when we're miserable with something, it's what we know. So we're comfortable in our misery because it's what we know, and the new and the exciting can be quite daunting sometimes, but definitely there is a new pathway for you. I think that the right road is already open, even though you can't see it, and you just need to have the courage to step on it. And I get the feeling that they'll all be with you. I don't know if your mum is still here, but there is a lady that you are quite concerned about, and there's been a bit of a rift somewhere, or not necessarily with your mum, I don't mean that, but there's been a rift with somebody close to you, family or a close friend. And I feel that this is distressing you. It may even be that you're stuck in the middle somewhere, because I feel you're trying to see all sides of an argument. If that's not the case, I may have left you, Lenka, because I feel I've got like a family rift here somewhere. Okay. Can you understand that? No? No answer? Okay, I'll carry on. Actually, I do feel I've left you. Oh, yes, a friend. You've fallen out with a friend. Okay. Well, again, listen to your heart. Okay. All right, then. And again, it may be that you're trying to see all sides of things. That's a difficult situation to be in. But, you know, again, just ask for guidance. Just ask that the right thing happens within that network, within those, you know, like around those people. Unfortunately, the more you go out, right, okay, then it may be that you're meant to go a different way for a while. You may come back together. You may come back together later, but not everything, you know, nobody's in our life forever. Some people are, you know, are in our life for a reason, some for a season. Sometimes it's a long one, sometimes it's a short one. You know, everybody is there for some purpose. We're in their life for some purpose. And sometimes we're meant to go our own ways. Sometimes because that purpose has been fulfilled. You know, sometimes we come back together at a later date. You know, so just bless her and just go your way. Because there are new things for you. All right, darling, I'm going to leave you now because I feel as if I've got someone else here with me now. All right. I've got the name Mary. I know it's a fairly common name, or not an unusual one, let's put it like that. And I feel I can hear an accent. And I'm not sure if this is Scottish or Irish or a northern accent. It's I can hear it. It's almost as if somebody might have come from, I feel it's Ireland actually, but they may have lived in England up north. Oh, good morning, Lynn Brown. I know you, don't I? They may have lived in England. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, Rosie. I don't know whether she lived in the north or whether she came to London. But I also feel, as well as Ireland, there's a link to up north as well, Rosie. This may not have been mum, this may be, you know, somebody else in the family, or it may be someone lives there now. But I know, I want to be sure I'm with you. I know I've got a link to the north of England and Yorkshire. Why am I picking up Yorkshire? Right, thank you. Right, thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I wanted. They came from Ireland and they moved to the north. That's where I wanted. Right, Stacey, I think I may be with you, but carry on listening, Rosie, just in case. Right. She's being very matter of fact towards you, and she's making my nose itch as well. I don't know necessarily whether she gets allergies or whether it's you. Oh, hello. I'm in Yorkshire and my family in Yorkshire. Thank you very much, Stacey. Then I am with you because I heard Yorkshire. I don't know if you get allergies, but something around you, and I'm not being medical or anything like that. You know, we don't do things like that. But she's laughing as she's picking it up. there's either something, it's like me, I'm not supposed to have cats, really, technically, and I've got two, but there's something around you that irritates you, and it's something that's either making your nose itch, or you're getting some sort of an allergy. And your mum was a very dry old stick, I wanted to say. She was very droll. It's almost as if she could keep a dead straight face, and you sometimes you never knew what she was thinking. It didn't matter what. I'm not gonna say what she's just said to me. It didn't matter what old tosh people come out with. Right, okay. It didn't matter what old tosh people come out with. She could keep a straight face, even if she thought they were barking. But her eyes would twinkle. Bless you, darling. I know exactly how you feel. And she said, you've been keeping a straight face on something. Right, okay. I feel somebody is trying to not pull the wool over your eyes, but she said somebody's trying to give you a load of old blarney. I don't know who it is. When people talk to you and it's as if you're thinking, that don't come out right, that don't sound right to me. And she's just said, but you're doing the right thing. That's my grandmum still here. Oh, bless her. Mum's mum. She was from Ireland then, I'm assuming. Well, all I know is she could keep a very straight face, even when she thought, like whoever it was, was daft as a brush, as she would say. She is very down to earth lady, very grounded. Yeah, right, okay. And she said, but you're keeping a straight face. She says, you're not giving anything away. She said, and that's a good thing, because sometimes you learn far more by listening. And sooner or later, people give themselves away. Sooner or later, they trip themselves up. She called a spade, your Nan. She didn't mince her words, but she could listen. And she said, you got far more patience than I have, girl. I don't know whether there's somebody in the family also that is making you grit your teeth. This may be, the same thing regarding somebody coming out with the load of ball, but I feel it's like you're trying. Somebody is trying your patience. Somebody is trying your patience at the moment, but you're smiling sweetly and you're just biting on your tongue. And again, she's saying you're doing better than me, because I wouldn't have been able to. She said, so, you're doing the right thing. At the moment, I feel, I know you, when we go online, I know you, I don't know you that well, but, and you're always, you never give away anything, about yourself in the sense of you never sound miserable or unhappy. But I feel that there are times where you really, really got that with patience. She didn't have a lot of patience. You're really having to grit your teeth. I'm not saying that you're necessarily a patient person. You have had to learn to be, or at the moment you are being patient. At the moment you are biting your tongue when you really want to let rip at somebody. And I don't know if this is a member of your family or it's somebody that is just around you, or a friend or something, but I feel as if I want to get hold of someone and shake them and just say, for God's sake, like you bring this on yourself. I suppose we can all say that. We all bring things on ourselves, don't we? And yes, they do. very like your nan. You're like that side of the family. You've got your feet on the ground. And I also feel that people do turn to you quite a lot. They do. They're drawn to you because you're quite because you're quite earthed, because you're quite grounded. It's not your mum, but I feel you're concerned. Maybe that there is a concern around your mum to do with this situation. But definitely you definitely want to shake somebody. They've always had their head in the clouds. Whoever it is, they're not a bad person. They've just always had their head in the clouds, and they just don't want to accept reality. Well, there's sometimes when we're all like that. We all like a little bit of not seeing things as they really are. But sooner or later, we have to come back down to earth. It doesn't matter what you say to this person, or you know, how much everybody tries to prop her up. I'm saying her, so I feel it is a lady. Sometimes people have to find out themselves. Sometimes people have to walk their own path. You know, the only way they can't learn. It's like a parent trying to say to their child, don't do as I did. Sometimes you have to just find out the hard way. Okay, all you can do is be there, without saying I told you so. And I know that is very, very hard, but you've grown so much in the last few years. You're bigger than that. And I think I'm boring you, Richard, am I? Right. Situation with my brother. Oh, it's a man. Then is there a lady connected to this? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I felt that it was around your mum. Well, for some reason, I'm also feeling a lady, so I don't know if that's connected to your brother. But I'm also feeling a lady, not your mum. I'm feeling that there's concern around your mum. You're saying not enough action from my mum, and I told you so. Situations with my son. Okay, both times not a lady. All right. Well, unfortunately, if you start saying I told you so, you'll alienate them. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? You're the bigger person, so it is important that you just let them, know that they can always come to you. If you start saying I told you so too much, you will only cause a female that's caused a situation with my son. And again, I don't feel a bad person. I just feel, again, someone that's got her head in the clouds, or somebody that just is not looking at things realistically. Don't let this cause a rift between you and your son. Don't let this cause a gap between you. Leave the door open. Just say, well, it's happened. All you can do, is be there for them. Being a good friend or a good parent, doesn't mean telling them where they went wrong. They know where they went wrong. They don't need to be told it. But I know you're a good parent, and I know your nanny's saying you're an excellent mum. But your patience has been tried. You know, it doesn't mean letting them get away with everything. It just means, you know, accepting that they've learnt the hard way. And you need to start thinking about yourself. You need to look after yourself. Yeah, he does know. You don't need me rubbing it in, yeah. Oh. You need to be a little bit kind to yourself, and you need to treat yourself. I don't know what's been going on, but it's like you've been thinking about everybody else. And I don't know if you've got a little bit something saved up. She said, instead of thinking about everybody else, think about yourself. She said, there's something you got your eye on and you're thinking, no, it's frivolous, I don't need it. She said, but you don't treat yourself that often. She said, treat yourself. And I'm going to say, God bless you. Hey, darling. And look after your feet. I don't know what's wrong with your feet, but she just said, look after your feet. You don't want to end up like me. Oh, I feel like I can't feel my feet. My feet are cold. Circulation or must have been very, very bad, because I don't think I can't feel my feet. And she just said, you know, look after them and they'll look after you. Okay. Oh, right. I've got another lady here with me, and oh God, my back is really killing me with her. I feel she must have had problems with her spine. She would have had, you know, long-term problems. I don't know if it's arthritis, but oh, I can feel this pain going right through me. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you. Bless you, darling. I don't feel this lady is with you. I feel I've moved on now. And it's going up the length of my spine. So, oh gosh, she was in pain. She was in a lot of pain, this lady. Let's see what more I get with her. It was only in the last, she must have had this for a long time, and it was only in the last part of her life that this really got to her. Oh, is this was your grandmother? Oh, Stacey, am I still with you? Your grandmother wouldn't have sung in the pub or anything like that, though, would she? Because I can see this lady, and I feel even though she would have had this problem for a long time, it's like it didn't stop her getting, you know, like doing things with her life. And it may have been that she'd always had this, so it could have been like you know, something that she was born with. I thought I'd left you, but maybe I haven't. Oh, your mother. Oh, Pamela, I'm with you. Can you understand, Pamela? Your mother would have been the life and soul, even though she had this problem with her back. You know, it didn't stop her enjoying life. And I can see her. It's almost like see somebody, you know, nowadays we have karaoke, but in the old days, you know, like on a Saturday night, you know, whoever the band was and the compere, people would have got up and sung. So whoever this was would have had a nice voice, would have had a lovely voice. Well, she said, thought I did anyway. We've all got a lovely voice when we've had a few, haven't we? Oh, yeah, I think we have. And I speak as a girl that loves a bit of karaoke. My mother was very shy. Okay, then I don't feel this is your mum, Pamela. Although even the shyest of us, you know, when we've had a drink, you're going to tell me now your mum didn't drink either, aren't you? Yeah, well, there you are. It's been known. And a few Irish. They either seem to go one way or the other. I just suppose the same could be said for the English as well. Right, okay. Can anybody else take this? Because this is a lady that wasn't, you know, like that loved life, embraced life, even though she would have had this problem with her spine for a long time. Hello? Something's, oh, she liked to dram, but no singing. Okay, well, that's strange. I can see somebody, I can see like a social club or something like that, and I can see, you know, like a regular Saturday night out. And I can see somebody that would have, you know, like maybe she just liked to sing song at the end, but definitely, or maybe it was just that she was in company. Because I see not just her and maybe, you know, like your dad, but there's a few there as if it was a family night out or close friends. So it may have been somebody that was around her, because I could see somebody on the mic. My mum loved to drink and to sing. Thank you very much. Kelly, did your mum also have this problem with her spine? Because definitely the things go together. Ooh. Oh. Did she like a drink, Rosie? Oh, definitely not my mum. She stayed at home just like me, alone. Oh, Pamela. Oh, darling. Well, whoever this was, you know, like she definitely, you know, embraced life. I'm trying to get a little bit more with her. Yes, her back. Okay, she had this, she suffered with this, Kelly, for a long time. This wasn't just at the end of her life. I feel she had this back. She might have even have worn a brace or something that helped her spine. And you're saying lower back, because I could see this brace around her. I feel it may have affected her lower back, but I feel later whatever it was affected the whole of her spine. And definitely she'd had it from a very young age, maybe all her life. And, you know, it was only in her very late years. Oh, bless you, darling. Thank you, Pamela. It was only in her very, very late years that she really had to succumb to it. And it might have only been for a couple of years, but I feel that, you know, like at the end of her life, she was almost bedridden. And she really, really didn't enjoy that, because this lady loved life. She, you know, she never let things get her down or stop her, even though sometimes she was in quite a lot of pain. She said it's amazing. She said it's amazing what a few drinks can do. It's better than any medicine. I know someone else that says that. I like her. She's lovely. And I feel people wouldn't. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's exactly what I want. Oh, bless you. That Linda. Do you know what? That feels right. That feels absolutely right. Because people didn't realise how poorly she was. All right. And I feel that sometimes she was in a lot of pain. Now, I know MS isn't necessarily a problem in the bone, but it can, you know, like it causes lots of different problems. But whatever it is she never let people know that, you know, like, or see, right, okay, Kelly, all right, let me see what I've got. This is definitely a problem with the spine. Right. She's telling me that I don't know if this is a congenital thing or whether it's something that somebody else in the family has. So I feel that this is something that, you know, like runs in the family, or that there's a tendency to it in the family. So it may be an arthritic condition or a slight, you know, genetic problem. I don't know. Or it may be somebody's got a problem with their back, which isn't the same as hers, but which causes the same problem with the spine. Because I feel somebody is in a lot of pain at the moment. Yes, that's what she used to say. What was that, Kelly? What did she used to say? Sorry, Richard, can you go back? Right. Yeah, okay. Never stopped her though till the end. Right. That is exactly what I wanted. But it's almost that last part of her life, she was bedridden. You know, I feel she could barely get up. And her life had no meaning for her. You have the same problem. That's exactly what I want. But I want to say your life isn't going to be the same as hers. There's probably better treatments. It may, you know, it may be that there's things that can be done. You know, I don't feel you're going to end up the same way she did, although it was only the last part of her life. I feel she died actually of something else. She could have been facing longer time or years, you know, in the state she was. Drink was the best remedy. That's exactly what she said. But I feel that something else was wrong with her, and I feel that took her off, as it were. You know, but the same thing it's not going to be the same thing for you. I'm not putting down what is wrong with you or anything like that, because she says you are, you know, you do get in a lot of pain, but there are a lot of different treatments for it now. I feel that it may even be that there's you know, surgical things that can be done. I don't know. She didn't look after herself, okay, because she said, you know, and also you eat better or you take things better, angina. It was, I don't know whether it was her heart took her off. I know it was something else, but she's just saying that your life isn't going to be the same. But bless her, she made the best of what she had. Even though there were times when she was on her own, I feel she sometimes cried. And I feel you only know that because either you caught her a couple of times, or you'd see her and she had puffy eyes, and, you know, like her eyes would be red and swollen, you know, like from where she was crying. But she did that in private. She never put that on her children, or she never put that on other people. She kept it very much to herself. She didn't feel it was right to burden other people with her problems. Yeah, and she didn't look after herself, no. But she says you eat a lot better than she does. And you like a good time like she does as well. Well, we all do. I think we're all suffering from that. I'm not exactly saying you're a party animal, but, you know, you do like a social life. You're not, you know, okay, we're grateful that we've got homes and tellies, but I feel you do like to socialise as well. Yeah, she was very sad. Bless her heart. Yeah, but she wasn't in front of other people. In front of other people, You know, she put on a front in front of other people. She was, you know, it's almost like, you know, you put your war paint on, you put your smile on, and that's it. You know, I only eat F&V. What's F&V? Oh yeah, fish and veg. Yeah, that's very healthy. The doctors would tell you that's very, very healthy. It would be if the fish were nice. We're all right. And I eat fish as well. I'm cutting it down. I've also got a dog just coming here. I don't know if somebody's lost a dog not that long ago, but there's a dog coming. Lovely dog. In fact, there's more than one. I feel that there's quite a few dogs here, but there's also a retriever. It's a golden retriever type dog. And I was made aware that it was a retriever, not a lab, because there's no such thing as a golden lab. It's a yellow lab. I'll have my friend telling me off. Beautiful dog. You know, it looks like, you know, it definitely is that type of a dog. Good. I'm glad that. Can you understand this dog, Kelly? If not, I may have left you. Okay. I know, I'm just trying to determine. Yes, my dad's dog, bless you, darling. Has he not gone long? Has this dog only gone relatively recently, or has somebody lost a dog not that long ago? Because I feel somebody's grieving over a pet. I've only got a short time, Kelly, so I'm gonna say bless you and leave you there, darling. Because all I want to say is that that there's a lot of dogs here, and I feel somebody's missing their pet, missing their dog. I feel that their dog's gone, and they're really sad about it. It was just, you know, they're all special, aren't they? I'm going to leave you there, darling, because I feel I've got someone else, and I want to do another one while I've got time. A quickie, because I'm being called to time. Right, okay. I've got the name Helen here, and I don't know if I'm looking for somebody called Helen. I actually feel as if I've got a Helen here in spirit with me. And I feel I'm looking for somebody with the same name. So it's either someone that was named after somebody, or they've just got the same name. And I feel really sick. I feel whoever this was had a problem with their stomach. Thank you, Kelly. I had a problem with their stomach. I feel as if I just want to be sick. I'm saying Helen. Somebody's just said Nellie, so it could have been Ellen. And it was shortened to Nell or Nellie. Right. Can somebody understand that? I've got to be quick because we've only got limited time. Oh. Right, I'll give you what this lady's giving me. I feel whoever it was, she would have had either cancer, or she would have had definitely, yeah, I feel it was cancer. Something wrong with her stomach, you know, and it affected all her digestion. And I feel this lady did not like the doctors. She did not want to go. Doctors, you know, and she didn't like hospitals, doctors. And I feel by the time they took her to the doctor, could be my gran. Oh, hello, Ray. By the time they took her to the doctor, Thank you. Her birth name was Helen, always called Nellie. You can understand about this problem with her stomach. And she really did not like going to the doctors. She thought, you know, like only sick people go to the doctors. She would have used any excuse not to go. And I feel by the time that they discovered this, whatever it was too late.
Rose?
Yes.
I knew a Nellie who was Ellen, and she had stomach cancer.
Right. Okay then, Ray.
Back in my days, my youth.
Right. Okay. Thank you. And can you understand that it was left too long?
Yes.
Yeah, because she wouldn't go to the doctors.
That's correct.
Just said I was a stubborn old bloke.
Yeah.
And she just said that it didn't matter what anyone told me, and I think by the time she had to be dragged there.
Yes.
She said, she said, I didn't want to be mucked about with. She said, ignorance killed me.
Yes, it did.
You know, the cancer was secondary. She said, I'm not saying I wouldn't have gone anyway. She said, but I never gave myself a chance.
No, she didn't.
And I feel that there was somebody, and it may have been a member of her family, whoever it was, you know, was really, really, okay, an angel can take it as well. So just listen, Angel, then, darling, will you? This lady is saying that she felt terrible because I don't know if it was a daughter or son, but a member of her family really never forgave themselves because they kept saying, I should have made her go.
No, she didn't have any family, Rose.
Right, okay. Well, then whoever
she lived in a home, and it was the care owner, manager, warden, whatever, was a bit anxious that he didn't get there near at the time.
Thank you, because that's what I want. Somebody didn't forgive themselves.
Yeah.
She said, but I'm telling you now, I was a stubborn old coot. And, you know, it wouldn't have mattered what they did. I wouldn't have gone. I'd have found some way of getting out of it.
Yeah.
It was down to me, not down to anyone else. Now, there's a reason why she's coming through with this, because I just get the feeling that it's not a member of your family or anything like that. I feel that there's someone you've been talking to is very anxious because they're trying to persuade somebody to either get some help or get some treatment or do something.
Well, it's actually me, Rose. I'm going to phone the doctors over something tomorrow.
Okay, because she's just saying, you know, don't leave things till they're too late. Now, that suggests that there's something dreadful.
No, but I get what you're saying. I do get what she's saying.
Okay, and I know you've got health problems, but she's saying don't leave it until, you know, like it's too late, you know, like too late to get yourself out. She said, right, okay. This lady, I don't know, I know you said you knew her when you were younger, and I know you and your dad, and I know your dad had, you know, a fruit and veg stall and a shop and all of it. But she's just saying, do you know what? The oranges here, she said, they're to die for.
Yeah, no, I get that because I used to take her oranges.
Thank you. She's showing me these beautiful oranges. She said the oranges, I didn't mention any other fruit.
No.
So an orange was what she liked.
Yeah.
And she said, you know what? She said, I might not have had family. She said, but my life weren't all bad.
No, she would say that.
Yeah, she said, you know, there's plenty worse off. And she said, you're practicing gratitude. And I know you do. And you do say, well, thank you. You know, I'm grateful we've got this. And I'm grateful we've got, you know, we've all got roofs over our heads. She said, but, you know, there's a lot to be said for it, you know. And she just said she's been around you a little bit. I don't know how you knew her in the home or whether you knew her before she was in the home, but she always took to you.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm not saying that. She said, I couldn't stand your father. I used to argue with him. She did. She actually really liked him, but they would argue. She would
Yeah,
argue with him.
they just didn't get on. She was it's a long story. I'll tell you when we see you next. But it's a long story, but
She's just saying. She said, you know, like, why can't you be like your son? She, you know, like it, and I feel she really liked you. She said, it wasn't so much that she hated your dad. She said they just they clash. That's
no, I get that. I do understand that.
It's the unstoppable. Oh, Sarah can take it all. Right, okay. Well, please, if anybody else understands this and you can take something from it, please do. But I'm glad to be able to give Ray something that I don't know about.
No. It's a long story, but the short version is she gave me she was Roman Catholic, and she once said she once said to me, she was trying to convert me to become a Catholic priest. She wanted me to become a priest. And she gave me a couple of statues, and I just saw the one she gave me, and I said, "Morning, Nellie."
Oh, did you? Oh, well,
yeah, I just left the lectern to go get into the office for something. So that's why I say I understand it.
Oh,
she lived in the same home as my dad's mum. No, yeah, Nanny Rose. So yeah. So thank you, Rosie.
She liked you. She had a spot for you.
I'll say we've got to finish, Rose. So
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, Sharon, you know, and all the other lovely people that have said they can understand it, please take what you can from that. Know your loved ones are around you. I can't stop to sort of go because we don't have time. So bless you all. Thank you all for listening, and have a lovely week, everybody.
Yeah. Rose, do you want to go straight into the closing prayer?
I will, yeah. Divine Spirit, Father God, as we come to the end of our service, we say thank you for all that's been received. And we thank all those who have come through to make contact with their loved ones. And we ask for a blessing upon everybody here today, and all those who work and all those who are in need of comfort. Please give it to them, and for the healing for those that need it. And I ask for a blessing on each and every home that is represented, and to keep us all safe throughout the coming week until we meet again. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Rosie. Yeah. Thank you, Phil, as well. And I'd just like to say next Sunday morning we've got Ivan Lee. And I'd like to do a few adverts today on Psychic TV. We've got Spiritual Sofa at 2 o'clock. This evening at 8 o'clock, it's the VIP Zoom meeting. And on Thursday, Jackie will be doing a new event from 1 till 3 o'clock, lunchtime spiritual picnic. And it will be to do with spiritualism and other bits and pieces that link within the spiritualist movement. Thank you all for joining us today. I'd like to thank our producer, Richard James, for all his work and efforts towards us. And those who can, please join and become a patron of Spiritual Psychics TV and work with Spiritual Psychics TV to spread the message and the movement as much as we can within us. I'd like to thank you all who've been attendant today at the service. And I will say a big thank you again later on to on Facebook to you all. But Richard, once again, thank you. God bless you. Rosie, Phil, good afternoon. Have a great day. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.
Bye.